Electricity, a very basic term related to an electronics. Dear students, there are so many questions arises in our mind related to an electricity. Like, what exactly is electricity? So electricity is the movement or flow of electric charge, which is considered by conventions to be from positive to negative. No matter how the charge is created by chemically, like in the battery we use chemical to produce an electricity, or physically, that means by using friction. The moment of the discharge is electricity. Now let's think on where do the charges come from? And to understand the phenomenon of electricity, we need to focus on the structure of an atom. Atoms are very tiny. An atom is built with a combination of three distinct particles: electrons, protons, and neutrons. Each atom has central nucleus where the protons and neutrons are densely packed together. Surrounding the nucleus are the group of orbiting electrons. And we know that electrons always carry a negative charge while protons are always positively charged. But neutrons are neutral. This is the structure of the copper atom. There are 29 electrons in the copper atom, and as per the rule, in the first orbit there are 2 electrons, in second orbit there are 8 electrons, in third orbit there are 18 electrons, but in the outermost orbit there is only 1 electron. The electrons on the outer orbit of the atom are called valence electrons, which enough outside force, a valence electron can escape orbit of the atom and become free. This free electrons allows us to move charge, which is what electricity is all about. That means the valence electrons are necessary for the conductor to flow electricity. How do we move them? Electrons in atoms can act as our charge carrier. If we can free an electron from an atom and force it to move, we can create electricity. That means whatever the valence electrons of an atom, if we force it to move, that creates an electricity. The outermost electron of an atom are called valence electrons. This requires a least amount of force to be free from an atom because the electrons closer to the nucleus feel a much stronger attractions to the center than those in the distance orbit. Look at in the figure in which the atoms are arranged in the conductor in such a way that the negative charge of that electron ejects another valence electron from the atom. Now a new electron is drifting through free space looking to do the same thing. That means the new electron again ejects the valence electrons from another atom. This change effect can continue on and on to create a flow of electrons called electric current. For more clarifications, we observe another figure in which the valence electrons, negatively charged valence electron, eject the another valence electrons of an atoms, and the chain is continue. By using this, the electricity is flowing. Now, on the basis of that topic, we can distinguish between the conductor and insulator. An element conductivity measures how tightly bound an electron is to an atom. Elements with high conductivity, which have very mobile or free electrons, are called conductor. Like copper, silver, and golds are usually our top choices for good conductor. And the element with low conductivity are called insulator. It prevents the flow of electrons. The popular insulators include the glass, rubber, plastics, and air.